Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, hi, my name is Amebe, and in today's video I want to give you guys a realistic breakdown of what I spend in a month. Now each month is so different, and in my last video earlier this year, if I'm not mistaken, I told you guys that I spent I think 500 and something pounds per month, and then in the comment section a lot of people was like, that's not possible, da 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 da. I'm like, each month is different, especially in the accommodation, my rent part. Everybody was like, no, that's not how you're supposed to pay. I'm like, why are you calculating my rent for me? If the funny thing was that even when I went to meet the accommodations team, what I was calculating was not even correct. What most of the people commenting were calculating was not even correct. So please don't eat me, right? Like, at the end of the day, I said that majority of my rent I've already paid it, so what was remaining was what I was paying off. Okay, so basically how it works there, if you've already paid, like, you can pay monthly but you can pay in advance. Does that make any sense? So anyway, I'm going to, this time around I went on Monzo is the bank that I use, and I went and I got like a breakdown of how much I actually spent in a month, so we can go through it. It's different for every month. Once again, that's just a disclaimer. So I'm going to start with my highest payment, and then I'm going to go down to the least payment, and then we get the total. So let's get started. So my biggest expense is obviously my rent, and this breakdown that I'm giving you is for last month, which is for June. So the total amount I spent for rent in June was £698.57. Speaking of rent, if you guys are thinking of relocating abroad for either your master's or your undergrad, and you're looking for accommodations, maybe that's one of the things that is stressing you out, because trust me, I'm getting to my contract finishing for student accommodation, and searching for accommodation outside London, it's not easy. Searching for accommodation in London can get you to be like, it's so ridiculous. The market in London is crazy right now. Almost everybody's moving to London, and it just moves very fast, right? So if you're looking for accommodation in London or in UK, in Canada, like if you're coming abroad to study and you're looking for accommodation and you don't want to get scammed, you don't want to get, like, as I said, the market in London is crazy. So if, for example, you're coming to London, you don't want that hectic, that stress. Trust me, relocating abroad is not easy, I know, but accommodation should not be one of the things that should stress you out. So if you're looking to move abroad this September or in January, and you're looking for accommodation, then you need to listen up. So Amber is a platform that provides top quality accommodation for those looking to study abroad. They basically simplify the housing process so that it can be stress-free for you. They operate in the UK, US, Canada, Ireland, Australia, and many more. So to get started with Amber, all what you need to do is to click the link in the description box below, and it will take you to the platform, and from there you can filter out your search by the country you want to go to. So do you want to go to the UK, Ireland, Canada, wherever you want to go to? So let's assume you're coming to the UK, and what city are you going to be in the UK? Are you going to London? Are you going to Manchester? Are you going to Birmingham? You can filter out by that. So let's assume you're coming to London. So you click on London, and then you get to see all the accommodations in London. And you can also filter out by your budget. What is your budget? Do you want to spend £180 per week? Do you want a private accommodation? And something that I always recommend is to stay close to your university. You don't want to spend too much on transportation, trust me, and you want to stay somewhere that it's close to your university but also not too far from the city center, so you can get the best of both worlds. And also you can filter out by your university. You can just search your university name, or you can scroll down to see all the options that are there, and then you just click on it. And you can also filter out by your moving date. Let's say you're moving in September, so you can just say September 25, and then you can also filter out by your stay duration. Do you want a short-term contract or do you want something long-term? You can filter out by that as well. And your locality, basically all the places that are in London, and then you get to see all the available options, so you just click on it. The cool thing about Amber is that you can see a picture review and you can also see video review. And why is this important? Because a lot of people have said that they saw a picture online, and then when they go to the accommodation, is basically what I ordered versus what I got. So you can see the video review of the accommodation or the room that you're going to be staying in, and then you can also see how far it is from your university. You can see how far it is from your city center, and it's the best of both worlds. Honestly, they really simplify the process, so you don't have to go through all the hassle. And the cool thing about Amber is that, let's say for example now you've booked the accommodation but you don't get your visa, what are you supposed to do? They have a policy that if you don't get your visa, you don't have to pay for it, which is really cool. So do make sure to click the link in my description box below to get started with Amber. Let's get back to the video. Now my next biggest expense last month was obviously groceries. So I've said this before, but African food here is quite expensive. So last month I spent 104.75 on groceries. One thing that I noticed, somebody told me this when I first came to the UK, that Lidl is very cheap. And when I went to Lidl one time, I got just beef, and beef is expensive, so I was like, no, Lidl is so expensive. So last month I did my full grocery shopping in Lidl, and I think I spent just £20 buying things from Lidl. So if you're coming here, check out Lidl. It's going to save you a lot of coins. Now my next biggest expense last month was transportation. I spent £81.69. Now I actually planned with my friend to go to Cambridge, and I already bought the tickets to go to Cambridge, right? And then it was like, oh, he has work, he has shifts, but I've already bought the tickets. So I got 2 tickets and I requested a refund, and I think both tickets from London to Cambridge was £29, but since I requested a refund, they gave me, I think, 23 point something pounds. So that's what added my transportation cost. Now for shopping, I spent £49.7 for shopping. So I went to TK Maxx and all of those places. And next is eating out. For eating out, I spent just £20.37. And then next was personal care. I went to Boots and Superdrug, and I spent £17.73. And last expense of last month was £2.99, and that was for Apple iCloud. So in total, how much I spent last month was £975.8. So you can see it is so different. Every month is different. I think I even checked for May, and for May I spent, I think, £1,000 something. So every month is different. If I didn't eat out, if I didn't plan my Cambridge trip, if I didn't also do shopping, it's going to reduce. So every month is different. Okay, so I hope with this little breakdown you're able to see how much it costs living in London. London is quite expensive, but if you stay in the, I don't want to say outskirts of London, but basically not the city center, but if you stay a little bit far from the city center, it's cheaper, right? It's cheaper. So yeah, that's how much I spent last month. And thank you guys for watching this video. Do leave a comment and like this video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.